Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. It's time to get Platform 2 actually up and doing things. Because currently, all we have is a bunch of rocks going around in a circle. Which, that's great and all, but not quite going to get everything done we want. We're probably going to need more transport belts up here, honestly. Should probably start facilitating that. Get rid of that. Bring in express transport belts. Get rid of that. Bring in express transport belts. I just take all these out of here too. All of them. Okay. Those can go in this box. Alright. Not that we're currently using many more space platforms, but if this all blows up, we're gonna need more again, so just go ahead and just fill that all up for me. That'd be fine. Okay. It's requesting. They're on the way. Logistics storage, there's a whole bunch of them, so that's also fine. So those will all get sent up here. We're gonna keep it going. Got the space platform we wanted, so that's good. Might need to build some more, but probably not too much more. But now, we need to turn these rocks into things. Currently have them going around, doing their best. We're gonna need more. We also might need more cargo bays. This is the size it's at currently. It's mostly just full of other rocks, so also gonna need to deal with that. Could probably deal with that in a fashion here. Okay. Some fast inserters. You grab all the different kinds of rocks here. And we'll just put those on the belt here. That's gonna work fine. Waiting for source items. Asteroid junk. It's in here. Did I asteroid junk? Yeah, taking them out. I need to get rid of these things. Hello? That's odd. Waiting for source items. They're in here. Got the right thing. I just don't want it to grab out the wrong things. Any. No? Do you even get non-standard junks? The whole idea of being able to put things in and take them out of the cargo bays was kind of the whole idea here. So we'll go from here. If this doesn't work, we're gonna learn something. Alright, here is, I mean, it worked from the other spot, or at least it worked for putting stuff in. Use filter. Space, rock chunk. Now it's working out. This is putting it back in. Okay. You take this. We can grab it out of there. It's all hooked up to the same system here. It's kind of odd. And just get those onto the system here. Let's get those out of storage. Waiting for source items. Filter. Space. Rock. Shack. Space platform hub. Core of the space platform. Receives items from planets and dispatches them to cargo landing pads. Creates by launching the starter pack. The cargo bay increases the hub and landing pad inventory size. So it's only increasing the inventory size, I guess. When we had it previously, it was putting it into there, taking it out from there. Okay. Well, that does make things slightly more difficult here. At least we don't have any more rocks in here. That's more space. It has to all come out from here. It needs to go... Might just really not want to store things in there then. That's how it's going to be. How slightly cumbersome. Okay. Now we have even more rocks here. They're kind of all bunching up now. We need to start making use of all those. Let's move some more of these solar panels out of the way. Let's just get the storage available that we want to get here. And all of them? Yep. This is our storage capacity. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's take up the middlemost chunk here, which is fine. We don't have any defenses inside, but hopefully nothing will be able to get... And if things are getting in here to asteroid blast all the way straight through the middle, we have bigger problems, obviously. So we're just going to say that's not going to happen. And pretend everything's going to be fine. Okay. Now, we need to think about exactly what we want to do here. We have all these other solar panels. Let's put up the solar panels in a way they are working here for us. A whole bunch of them. It's at least something. How many more solar panels do we have? Another 44. Okay. Not that one. Now we have 16. And now we're back over here. That's not perfect. Got 3s on 4s here. Yep. How many more? 6? I'm escaping out of things going too far. Symmetrical. Except for the pipes. They're doing their best. They're all confined to a symmetrical area, at least. Okay. So now, as we're still rapidly filling up with rocks, we need to think how we're going to use the crushers on these rocks. A whole bunch of crushers here. So we want to just crush everything. Maybe the best way about going about doing that. Got the most space down here. Want to have various size of things. We combine various things too. Let's just start with getting an idea of where everything needs to go. What our options are. We're gonna have 3 different kinds of rocks. We could get them on 3 separate belts. Might be the best way of doing things. Get them off the main belt here. I also need some kind of system for getting rid of excess rocks. Or just using them up faster. Also an option. Okay. Let us start over here. If we were to take off various things from the belts here. That would work. And these ones can take off the metallic asteroid chunks. And this one will take off carbonic asteroid chunks. And this one will grab the oxide asteroid chunks. We also do like a splitter. Might be an easier way to deal with this. Splitters. Up this way. Down this way. Doesn't really matter where. Filter the splitter. Left filter metallic asteroid chunks. Right filter. There you go. I guess we can go through the middle here. So the next one's trying to come through here. Input priority. I'm gonna try to bring all of them are there, but if it gets stuck there, it's gonna stop. That's not ideal, is it? If we just made this no filter. There's more space here. We do a side bit. Then a second filter, which actually has the filter part. And the rest of it is allowed to just go back on. Or something. Easiest method is still going to be just get the pieces. I'll priority this one to this one. I'll priority this one to this one. Expand this. Destroy some rocks. This is on the wrong side. Expand it. So eventually, it's going to be more stuff here that needs to go this way. But the rest of it can just go straight through. That's fine. Okay. So that grabs off all the different chunks. Essentially. Something like that, at least. And each of these lines here needs to go into a whole pile of crushers. And then additional things have to happen. Okay. You can just crush them all, just in lines here. Just the crusher is going to make the fancy new things. You need to have space for all that. We're gonna have a line here, and the other one. And then put the crushers out. Five, 6, 9, 10. Line for these. Okay. It's gonna fill up on everything, isn't it? Bum. Some long head inserters. One benefit of here is we don't need to worry about any other stuff. Power poles and stuff. Metallic asteroid crushing, 20 iron ore and some stuff back. Advanced crushing, 10 iron ore, 4 copper ore, 5 metallic asteroid chunks for 5%. You can make that work, probably. You do that. It crushes it. What's the speed of these? 2-second crafting for that. 5-second crafting for this. Getting the different kinds of things. Also, we have not put on the filters here. It's gonna be more iron than copper, so we'll put iron here. Avoid another set of stuff here. And these filters, grab copper. Grab out the correct things. Okay. Line here. Line here. Get it on both sides at some point here. Might also be an option. It's gonna come through fast enough. That's decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have a little space here to work with. Make these on both sides after this. We'll be able to actually keep up with that much? Good question. That's good enough though. More space for these ones. That's space. It's not a real concern. That's on both sides. Move all these guys. Here, we can put the underground right here instead. That's alright. This need to accomplish 45 items per second. This makes 10 iron every 5 seconds. So 2 items per second. Depends how much we're really moving through here, I suppose. Okay. Well, let's get the other 5 crushers up again. A similar setup here. Or exactly the same setup, even. We even have this all on one side. Then this side can be on the other side. That might work better. Save having to do this whole setup again. Gonna work. Maybe. Now, this comes out on this side. Do the filter too. That should make it work. Maybe. That goes there. A priority. Copper goes there. Then we take more. It's crushing stuff. Put it on the other sides. And these can crush stuff and put them on this side. Easy way to do all this? Perhaps. This at least gets everything where I want it to be. However we do it, as long as things are getting through. Should be good. Okay. Well, that should be crushing that all up. A lot more iron. We also have the chunks. Okay, we can deal with the chunks also here. This line back up with the chunks. Here, splitter to here. These we'll take with the filters, take the chunks. Yes. 5% of the time, I need to cycle back into production here. I have a lot more iron than copper here. Gotta figure out something to do with that. Okay. At least it gets that going here. So that's something. So we're probably not gonna have space for 3 of these across here. Unless we moved all the solar panels. Not gonna do that though. We can probably move the ice one down further then. That'll be fine. Okay. Now a similar idea here. We're gonna have just slightly down further because of this whole mess. Two different kinds of things coming out of the next crushers. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all this. Same kind of idea. Now we need filters. We're gonna need bring the stuff back. Long head inserters. Getting things on the correct size of things. We're out of long head inserters. Okay. We can fix that. You. I need you to send long head inserters. Yeah, it's requesting long head inserters, so it's just gonna send those. Okay. Really bring me a few more of these. The robots will bring it. Eventually. They're working on it. On the way. 200. Here they come. We got a lot of robots out here. They're doing their best. There you go. It's 50 at least. Look at that cargo. Another rocket launching off here. Another 50. I'll keep this going for a little bit. Now back to sending off the express belts. We're gonna need more of those. So we keep on adding more bits to this. And the idea here is gonna be advanced carbonic, which is carbon more and sulfur a little bit less. These are going to only take the carbon. Filter. Carbon. Carbon. Place that all the fast inserters. Line inserters will take the sulfur. Here, 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 here. Here, 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 and here. We need this system here to work. Underground. Underground. Something. Splitter. And this part's underground. Underground. Here to here. Set this up. Upper priority. Left filter. Carbon. Go. Upper priority. Left filter. Sulfur. Go. And these ones here. Need to filter back out carbonic asteroid chunks. Which are then gonna go on another trip. And a splitter. There you go. Carbon and sulfur. Alright. Now, just need the icy one. I suppose we're gonna just do down here further. Let's have a similar setup to this. Take express splitter. Another express splitter. Other one back to itself. And this, our priority. The other side, filter. Oxide chunk. And we just take it from there. Okay. Need a little bit of space here to get this loop to work again. Also get the excess pieces out here. Move two this way. With a bit of effort, yes. We're gonna just move these ones further this way. That's also an option. Make a bit of a bus kind of thing. Go. We can just have this go up, and then it'll go back into there. That's also an option. Okay. Come here. We never just have it go backwards. It's also fine. Same kind of level as this. This, but backwards, I guess. Assuming this is enough processing. Which is another question entirely. Let's get the crushers going. Just needs to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's coming from here, but this is also fine. Maybe go down this way, back up that way. That's also fine. Whatever works. Oh yeah. That'll work a treat. Except for this part. do. Okay, last one here. I like that. And there we get inputs and outputs all across. Now for these longs. This is advanced oxide asteroid crushing. Gives us 3 ice and 2 calcite. Ice and then calcite. Filter on ice. Bum, bum. Filter on calcite. And these need to take out the excess chunks 5% of the time. Here, 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 and here. And that's processing. Okay. Let's make an ice and calcite. That's not on the paths here. Let's go in and around. Slip here. Back on. Do it underground. Output priority, filter, ice. Other side. Underground. Here. There's 2 space there, it's fine. Here. Back on to south. Output other side. Filter the calcite. And finish it up there. Okay. Well, that is the 6 types of things that we can get from the asteroids here. A whole bunch of chunks coming in here. We still don't have an actual system for if there's too many of a certain type of chunk on that outer belt. It's gonna try to process through here, go in somewhere. Eventually these would also potentially get filled. It's a thought at least. It's something. Okay. Now, we didn't set up any furnaces. That'd be helpful. Should probably get that to happen. Requesting electric furnaces, I suppose. How many can we send up at once? 50? Probably need more than 100. Probably. Furnace is coming? Yes, they are. We're a little bit of a ways away from the entire base here. They're making their way over. Send up the furnaces. It's 32. There's 50. Probably be wise to have some furnaces to bring to other places also. At least work for now here. Do we need iron ore for something specific? I think we need that for something. We're making some things here. We need copper and steel and iron for the ammo. We need explosives and iron for that. Explosives is coal, sulfur, water. Coal is another whole process. This is at least doing something here. Electricity is still doing fine with the current solar panels. If we turn on all of these furnaces here, we might need some more. Man, this is the processing portion. We need to use up or get rid of some of the excess stuff. We might even have just a area to throw anything excess that gets past all the processing. Just throw it away. Storing it is not great. We got 6 things here. We definitely get 6 things out of here. So, in theory, we could do something with that, but then we'd have to worry about space. So, I think this, for right now, is pretty fine. So just need to turn all of this into everything we need to power and make this whole thing function. That's the idea, at least. next time. Goodbye.